All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to OneClass. My name is Kevin. I'll be teaching some economics today. A little bit of a background about me. I hold both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in economics, and I also work as an economist on a day-to-day basis. I'm just going to run through, I think, 6 or 7 questions with you over the next 45 minutes or so. I picked some difficult ones today and some things I haven't worked on in a while, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review the answer by our junior tutors, see if I arrive at the same answer, and just kind of talk through any steps I go through along the way. So we can get started here. Just going to make sure it's working. Looks like it is. Question 1, public goods. For each of the following commodities and using the definitions of non-rival and non-excludable, please say if you can label the good as a pure public good, a partial public good, or a private good. Write a sentence justifying your answer. So just before we get started here, I should define non-rival and non-excludable for you guys. So non-rival means that one person's consumption does not affect someone else's. So if we are talking about a box of cookies and I eat a couple, that affects you because there are now less cookies for you to eat. In other words, they're a rival good. Consumption. But if I'm going for a stroll in the park and smelling the flowers, me stopping to smell the flowers does not impact your ability to smell the flowers, and me smelling the flowers doesn't take away from the scent of the flowers, so that would be non-rival. So we can say that one person's consumption does not affect another. And non-excludable is how it sounds. So non-excludable means that one person cannot exclude another from enjoying a good. So this we can think of like a private good is going to be excludable because the owner of the good can stop whoever wants to consume it from consuming it. But non-excludable goods, like maybe going to a public park. If you go to a public park, you don't own the park and you cannot stop somebody else from also going to the park. I'm going to pull up the Google definitions of each of these just to see if they word it any differently. But I think I've kind of said the gist of it. Non-rivalrous means that the goods do not dwindle in supply as more people consume them. Going back to my example, cookies. If I eat cookies, a box of cookies, and then you go to that box of cookies, there's going to be less because I consume some. Supplies are dwindling. However, me consuming the smell of flowers does not dwindle the supply of smelling flowers. Non-excludability means that the good is available to all citizens. So if it's excludable, that means it is not available to all citizens. So this lines up what I've said so far. And they would like to say either label the good as a pure public good, which is non-rival and non-excludable, a private good, which is rival and excludable, or a partial public good, which I believe is one of non-rival and excludable, or non-excludable and rival. So the first example, they say the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona. And our junior tutor said that the Grand Canyon National Park is a public good because it's open to everyone and anyone can visit the park. So if you're at the park and I come visit, I'm not dwindling the supply of the park, so it's non-rival. Similarly, it's non-excludable. If you're at the Grand Canyon and I go to the Grand Canyon, you and nobody can stop me from enjoying the views of the Grand Canyon. The U.S. Patriot anti-incoming missile defense system. Our junior tutor has written the defense system of the country is an example of a public good as it protects all and is non-rivalable and non-excludable in nature. So if you're an American citizen, all American citizens will be protected by this anti-incoming missile defense system. Me being protected by it does not mean there's less protection for you. And assuming that we're both U.S. citizens in the country, you can't exclude me from being protected by it because we're both on U.S. soil. Third, the ECN 130 Public Economics course at UCD. So our junior tutors read the Public Economics course is an example of a private good, as only those who have enrolled in the college can attend the course. It is not open to all. So it is excludable because anybody that did not pay the fee to take the course is going to be excluded from consuming it. It is rival in that there will be a set number of seats in the course. So one person getting into the course means there's one less spot for you to try to attend the course. Lastly, a 2013 Audi TT Fire Engine Red Coupe Quattro with Bose sound system. Is that an ad? Did I just read an ad? Junior tutor has said that earthquake forecast is also an example. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. Earthquake forecast from the United States Geological Survey. They said that earthquake forecast is also an example of a public good. The information is available to all and thus is non-rival and non-excludable in nature. So me hearing the earthquake forecast doesn't take away from your ability to hear the earthquake forecast. Therefore, it's non-rival. And I can't stop you or anyone else from listening to the earthquake forecast because it is broadcast on a radio station that anyone can access. The 2013 Audi and Bose should pay me rights for reading this to you guys. Is going to be an example of a private good. It's excludable because whoever owns that car is not going to let anybody else drive it. There's probably a couple exceptions. And similarly, there are a set number of 2013 Audi Fire Engine Red Coupe Quattro with Bose sound systems available. So if I buy one, then there's one less for anyone else to buy. So I'm going to say excellent answer. That's correct. And we can move on to the second question here.